Okay, so it's not about a person being below your status. It's not about money. It's not about any type of physical type of thing. Um, they could be anything. But as long as their vibrational level matches yours, you're going to do well with that person. And you're going to understand which direction you need to move because you both are going to be able to do this. I don't know how to explain it, but you're going to be able to do this and this and that and do a whole bunch of other, because you and that person is in sync. You and that person's energy is in sync. You and that person is vibing at a certain level that both of you are equal. One may be a little higher, depending on the work that you do and what you're called to do. So you might be a little higher in how often you do it. So you might be a little higher than each other, but you're still within energetic vibrational levels. You see right there or right there, you're still within a reachable frame. If you start to get here, you're out of sync. What they used to call it in church is you're unevenly yoked. Do you understand? When your vibrational levels up here and their vibrational levels down here, you can't communicate. You're in one dimension, they're in a different dimension. You understand? You're not even on the same timelines. You understand? Because your trajectory, you just keep passing each other. This is why separation happens, because you just keep passing each other. And until you guys are in the same vibrational match, not saying that if you're in the same vibrational match, everything's going to be hunky-dory. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in order to relate to people, you guys have to be on the same level. You cannot be unevenly yoked, because when I was going to church, they made unevenly yoked exclusive to being a Christian or not being a Christian, or being in a Protestant church or being in a Roman Catholic church. That's what they kept telling people unevenly yoked was. They didn't explain to us that no, you both could go to church and your vibration is up here and their vibration is down here, and that's why you have constant conflict. That's why you have miscommunication. That's why you can never really work with that person. Like right now in my life, I know that I'm in a season where I am being trained to take command. And it's crazy that they're letting me say this. I am being trained to take command. I'm being trained to take charge. The last season that I just came out of was being trained to receive love, to receive compliments, to receive energy that uplifts, and hold on to it and anchor the frequency so it doesn't diminish or go crazy. In that season, I learned who I was, what I bring, and the fact that I have my own table. You understand? I don't need someone else's table. I have my own. I made my own, and there's a bunch of delicacies at my table. Not saying that I won't partake in other people's table, but they have to be at the same vibrational level. They can't be down here and you expect me to lower myself to be with you. I can't do that, and neither should you. If you have to lower yourself, whether it be education wise, whether it be, vibrational wise, and you have to completely change because in order to come from here to here, you have to change who you are to fit this. It's going to be itchy. It's going to be uncomfortable. I've been there. You understand? I was recently there with a couple of people, and I realized my output and your output is completely different. You understand? And your output is down here and my output is out here. So up here, and what makes it worse is no one's better than the other one. Does that make sense? No one's better than the other one. Just because I'm up here doesn't mean that I'm performing any worse than you. It's just my vibration is up here. My thought process, to what I talk about, what I think, how I move, what I watch on television, all those things are here at this level. That's not mean it's good or bad. That's just the level that I'm on. But if you're on this level and you don't have any desire to match this level, because this level is going further up. If you're like, no, I want to stay at this level, I don't want to go any higher. Okay, this is where we part ways. You understand? This is where we part ways, because I won't be able to spend as much time with you. And it's not even that I'm like, pish posh, I just don't want to spend any time with you. No, my spirits are like, we don't got time for that. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's how my spirit team operates. That's not your assignment. We don't have time for that. Move on from that. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Remember, I'm spirit led. I'm not sitting here guessing shit. I'm really not, because I've done that. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's more painful. You waste time. And it's like you got to go back and keep taking the same. I got tired of taking the same goddamn test. I got tired of having my abandonment wound spiral because, you know, I feel that the person's not doing for me what I want them to be doing. Does that make sense? I have learned my anxious attachment style needed to go, and I cleared the stuff that was keeping it in place. Does that make sense? So my vibrational level is high. Do I dip sometimes? 100%, especially when people piss me off. When people piss me off, 100%, it dips. But when it dips, I have a vital check in my checklist, in my manual or codex, that it's like, okay, am I in the right dimension? And if I pull, it's like right now I am. Yay. If I pull and it says no, then I'm like, we got to clear whatever is causing me to be in a lower vibration or in a lower dimension. Does that make sense? So that's what I jumped on here to tell you. That's what they meant by unevenly yoked. You're not in the same wavelength as a person. You can be a millionaire, and then the person who is not a millionaire is right here with you, and you're gonna vibe like nothing, because money isn't anything. The currency now, and I'm wondering if they're gonna let me say this, the currency now is energy. It's energy, it's vibration, it's frequency. We've gone away from currency, because before a person could have $1 million, billion, gazillion dollars, and everybody's like, oh, Swami. Now they'd be like, he's a punk. His vibration is just off. He's not a good person. He's not working the mission the way it's supposed to be worked. He reworked the mission, and he's working the mission under the construct. Does that make sense? So that's it. The new currency is vibration and frequency. The better, even when people interview, your frequency is important. If your frequency doesn't match the frequency of the overall collective, you're not going to get hired. You're not. I don't care how great your resume looks unless they're desperate. If they're desperate and they're like, screw it, just, you know, we gotta cut our losses, that's when you'll probably be hired. But if they have like a whole person, and a person comes in who not only can do the work, but they have the vibrational level that you're looking for. I interviewed someone, and that was that person. We lost that person to a different company, so I'm mad, but I digress. I knew we were going to take too long and we were going to lose her. And I was so annoyed because she was so good. Such a good person, but such a good fit, rather. I don't know how she is as a person, but she was a good fit. But I digress. But yeah, so check your vibrational level. If you're in a relationship and you two are arguing, especially if you're arguing a lot or something feels off and you don't know what it is, check each other's vibration. Also check if you're still each other's assignment, because sometimes you'll be pouring into your partner and you'll be trying to get stuff done and it's not working, and it's because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. And not to mean that they'll never be your assignment, or not to mean that they will be your assignment. I'm just saying right now they're not your assignment. I keep telling you, write that list out, check everybody on that list, no matter who they are. Check that list and see if they are your assignment. I was shocked who was my assignment and who was not. I was absolutely shocked. And it's just like, that's how you do it. All right? I love you guys. I know this helps. Stay up, stay blessed. Deuces, and I'm out.